Hey, greetings from Texas. Today we're going to cook a bone-in ham on the Big Easy oilless fryer. I bought this after Thanksgiving. You can see by the yellow tag. Kind of messed up. Anyway, what I like to do after the holidays, I go in and buy up ham and turkeys. This was reduced from $2.69 a pound to $2.15. I'm sorry. This was reduced from $2.69 a pound down to $2.50 a pound. And this is an 11-pound ham. You're going to cook it at 325 for 15 minutes a pound. That's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, so the first thing I did, I just punctured this. I'm going to drain out the juices into the sink, and then I'll take the ham out. Okay, here's our ham. I like the bone-in ham because I can use it a second time. I use the ham bone to make dried beans, or you can use it to make broth or season up something. So we're going to go ahead and score the skin a little bit. And I'm just going to take a knife and make some diagonal slashes, so I'll come back. Okay, I don't know if you can see the scores, so I just went in about ½ an inch. And what that's going to do as the ham cooks, it'll open up a little bit, and I'll put some brown sugar and butter glaze when it's about 3/4 of the way done. Okay, we're going to fire up the Big Easy. Let's get that gas on. Okay, we got our ham in the basket. Let's go ahead and put it in the oven. All right, here we go. Okay, we'll come back in about an hour just to kind of check on it. I don't like the spiral cut hams. They tend to be more expensive and they're less versatile. And to me, they have a tendency to dry out a little bit. All these commercial hams are already cooked, so you're just basically heating them through, unless you buy a raw ham. So, pretty easy cooking. And when you got leftovers, I take and vacuum seal them and freeze them for sandwich meat or beans or whatever you want at a later time. The Big Easy really doesn't have a thermostat or anything, so we're going to check the temperature in here, see if we need to turn the heat down a little bit. Yeah, we're at 351. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down to try to get as close to 325 as I can. I'll come back and check the heat in a few minutes. Okay, we're at 330. That's where I want it. Okay, let's check on our glaze. The butter melted nice and slow. Everything's incorporated. And we'll just set this aside till we're ready to use it. Okay, we're about 50 minutes into the cook time. Let's take a look at the ham. Yeah, that's looking good. We'll go for about another 15 minutes and I'll put the first layer of glaze on it. All right, let's check our temp. We're at 309, 08. Kind of windy here, so I just turned it up just a little bit. All right, the wind is kicking up. We're supposed to get rain here. So I just have a piece of scrap metal I use to make a little windscreen. Don't want it to blow out the flame. Okay, we're an hour and a half into our cooking process. Kind of get a look at the ham. And we're going to put our first coat of glaze on there. And all that glaze will run down into those cracks. right, we'll come back in about another half hour. Okay, we're gonna kick up our glaze a notch. We're just gonna take about 3 cloves. Remember, my parents used to stick cloves into the ham painstakingly, but I find this is kind of a better way to do it. Okay, we've got a little clove powder. Glaze mixture. And we'll put this back over the heat and let that clove infuse to that glaze. Okay, it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and shut down the Big Easy. And there's our ham. It was a little tight getting it in there, so I'm going to tip the basket upside down to get it on this cooking tray. Now the directions say to heat it through. These are already cooked, so I'm not sure what they think heated through is, but I think at least 120 degrees internal to 130. So we're going to take the rest of our glaze. And this is going to do some carryover cooking. Let those juices redistribute. All right, so we're going to cover that with foil and let it sit for half an hour. All right, let's give it a taste test. Nice and moist and juicy. And like I said, this is the chef's candy here. All right, folks, that's how I do ham on the Big Easy. Okay, after supper, I processed the ham. We got 2 ham shank bones. That could be for beans, soup. And then we have a 2-pound package. It's a dinner for 4. And then 2 2-pound packages for sandwiches or supper for 2.